Hi, greetings. How are you guys doing? So today I thought that I'll speak about something which is very relevant to today's scenario that we are all going through, right? In terms of the lockdown, in terms of COVID-19. And I felt it's very relevant because somebody like me, who is a person who believes in one-on-one contacts, who believes in talking to people face to face, who believes in going up and talking to people and trying to get the energy from people, right? How in this scenario of working from home, working remotely, not working, and in self-isolation a lot of times, how do we manage, the other side of our personalities? And it becomes a big challenge because I can tell you from myself that when this whole process started, it was almost like a nightmare for me to believe that I would be working from home, completely isolated from everybody and from all my colleagues, my friends, my team members, and it was a daunting task for me to think through that how do I manage it. The other piece which also comes with it is the fact that a lot of time if you're somebody who is seeking for a job, and networking becomes a very critical part of that in North America, and the coffee chat becomes the most critical piece of networking methodologies that we use. And then with COVID came the death of a coffee chat, and then how do we really replace it? And even if you're not looking for a job, but if you're somebody who is looking for a career progression, you're planning your career in such a way within an organization, you do keep engaging your superiors, and then with this scenario, it kind of all gets stopped and you really do not know how to replace it. And I thought that I'll just give a couple of points which I think you can use. Some of them I'm using, and I'm listening to my friends, I'm listening to my superiors, I'm listening to my friends and colleagues, and I'm just trying to tell you a couple of things that I think can work. One, the good news of COVID is the fact that most of us are working from home, which means that a lot of us our productivity has enhanced. A lot of work is going on. People are really putting in long hours. But even after that, on an average, people are saving close to 2 to 3 hours of commute. So people are having some time free, which they used to not have before. And that gives you a scope to really reaching out to people. So if you're looking for people to reach out outside your organization, I think the best possible thing would be to create a structure, create whom you are trying to reach out, why you are trying to reach out to them, and then try to create a list out of that, and then probably reach out through LinkedIn and through your other social networks to see if you can reach out to them and see if you can talk to them. And the good news is that I'm talking to a lot of newcomers, at least, who are doing that, and they are finding a lot better response nowadays from people, which is the good news. And that's one. However, the very next piece of that, when you're looking for a meeting, I think the best opportunity is because of the audio visual mediums that we are using today, whether it's FaceTime, whether it's WhatsApp video, whether it's Zoom, whatever you want to use. I would recommend that please use that tool to really have your meetings, because then you are kind of replacing that with your coffee piece, which is obviously becomes a virtual coffee at your own place. However, you at least have face to face with the person. Similarly, if you're looking at within your organization, I would probably put it in the same way in terms of putting in a structure, putting in some kind of a discipline to understand, okay, whom do I want to keep in touch with? Whom do I really want to let people know about what we are doing? How do we make sure that we are talking about the stuff that's going on at your levels and the thing that's going on in your team, and how do you really communicate that back to the people that you really want to be in touch? And the best part again is create a structure around it, create a list, probably create an itinerary, and really put in a schedule to really set that up. So for example, if you have your colleagues in other departments with whom you are now not talking day to day because you're not seeing them, it is a good practice that you put in a placeholder for a weekly or a bi-weekly meeting with them, and then again do it with your Zoom or your Facebook or your WhatsApp, so that you can see them face to face. A lot of your anxiety will go off, and you will also be able to really replace your coffee piece, which is becoming a challenge today. And the last piece of information for if you're somebody who is managing a team and you were somebody like me who always goes to office and you just can't really figure out, I can tell you the good news is that I am actually meeting my team every day now, and we are doing a half an hour, a basic exchange session every day in the morning. It really brings us all together, and I can tell you that I am actually enjoying it. So does my team, and that could be one of the ways to really put this whole part of the challenge of the COVID-19 part of the face-to-face interaction part. Some of it we can really manage. I hope this helps you. I hope these tips are something that you can use. Best of luck, best wishes, and I'm sure we are going to someday meet face-to-face again. Till that time, let's do virtual coffees, and there's no death to a coffee meeting anymore. Thank you.